Well, guys, big news. One of the best champions in the game, or at least a very, very strong one, is going to be free for new players. Officially, all you got to do is put in a promo code, and this is going to be key if you want to start a new account. What you're going to see here is the code. First of all, Raid has always been very, very good at having really interesting cinematics. This cinematic, pretty cool, but it is, at the end of the day, just an advertisement for, hey, if you want a free legendary champion, just use this promo code. Now, this does only work for new players, specifically players that have been playing for less than a day. So the account has been created 24 hours, like within 24 hours, and also for accounts that have not used a different promo code. There are a couple other ones. The main one you're going to see is Supreme 6 for Supreme Gaelic. And I want to go over whether or not I think Tuhanarak is better than Supreme Gaelic. Is she really worth you using your very valuable one-time free champion promo code? If you want to get some of my favorite champions in Raid for free, click my link in the description right now to get a free Karato Fox Hunter, as well as 3 amazing epic champions as you level up. Now here's what to do to get them. Number 1, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall the game. Next, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Next, you're going to launch the game and complete the tutorial. Afterwards, you should just be able to go to your inbox and claim your first legendary champion. Next, for the epics, you're going to get them as you level up. Now, there's a chance to get a free Karato Fox Hunter as a starter champion, as well as Fayne, Uugo, and Vergis as you progress through the game. These are some very, very strong heroes, and you can get it all by clicking my link right now. Now, Tuhanarak, I hope I'm saying it right. I've never been good at pronouncing these names. They're all fictional characters. It doesn't really matter. Is a support and void affinity. So for the purposes of this, I will only be pairing with Supreme Gaelic, which is here. Supreme Gaelic is, in my opinion, the current best promo code, at least before this one. So the question is, which one is better? Now, to go over the kits a little bit, Tuhanarak's A1. Now, keep in mind, she is a little bit more support-based. A1 attacks an enemy, has a 30% chance of putting increased speed, 50 when booked. Places continuous heal buff on this champion, continuous buff on an ally with the lowest HP. That is just her A1. Can get affected by counterattack, can be put out. It's a great A1. One of the better A1s that you generally read, especially for a free champion. A2, attack an enemy, has a chance of placing decreased attack and block buffs, 2 of the better debuffs in the game. Also applies a debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. That is really, really good. So instead of this just being a single target attack with some really good debuffs, it's also going to be a spread, which is really good. It's not easy to control because it is random, but it is still a good ability. A3, 3-turn cooldown, which is ridiculous. Doesn't need many books, which is a big bonus. Applies a 60% increased defense buff and increased speed, 30% on all allies for 2 of the better buffs out there. Really, really good. Now, her passive is also really good. Removes 1 random debuff from all allies at the start of each. Removes 2 random debuffs instead if allies are under continuous heal buffs. She also has ally accuracy in all battles. She's pretty good. Now, something that you're going to see a lot in Raid is I'll save this part for the end. What it does Supreme Gaelic? Supreme Gaelic is really quite. He has part of his kit is he does not need to be built with as much crit rate, which is great. Attacks twice on the A1. Each hit has a chance of increasing the duration of HP burn. A3 is an AoE, chance of placing HP burn, block debuffs, and decreased speed debuff on targets whose turn meter is higher than 50%. Then the A2 detonates burns and fills the turn meter if 3 or more HP burn debuffs are activated. Whenever they receive a hard stun type of debuff, so fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, sleep, stun, petrification, instantly removes it, fully heals his champion, grants next. He's very good. Now, one thing I will say is if you are planning on playing long term, Tuhanarak is absolutely better. Now, the early game is going to be hard, but something that you really need to know about Raid Shadow Legend is that DPS heroes are much easier to place than support hero. You could run 1 DPS or you could even run 0 DPS on certain teams. Something like a Geomancer, for example, in a lot of content, is going to do more of their damage from getting hit, right? There are a lot of heroes like this that you don't even need to really run a ton of DPS in this game to beat stages, but you do need support. So for long term, Tuhanarak is better. Hydra as well is a very big focus for a lot of people. Clan boss, they're solid. You know, there's a lot of different areas where she is ridiculously good, which is great. Gaelic, or Supreme Gaelic specifically, is very good as well, but he is going to be a little more for early game. Once you get into a little bit more late game, DPS are so replaceable. I mean, you're gonna pull a ton, you only need a handful. He has HP burn, which is a really big plus. It's pretty hard to find HP burners in this game, especially early on. But long term, he is not going to give you as much value, in my opinion. But the main reason why you might want to pick Supreme Gaelic is for XP farming early on. XP farming, it just frankly is the most boring part about this game. New players coming in is very good, but the biggest issue for those new players is leveling heroes. When you start, you're going to get met with the XP grind to get your first level 60. And before you get your first level 60, the XP grind is going to take you multiple days. It is my least favorite part about this game. There's good parts, there's bad parts. Obviously, there's others, but it is my biggest pet peeve. So Supreme Gaelic is going to help you there. But I think if you were planning on playing your account really any length, I would recommend going to Tuhanarak. Personally, this is a crazy promo code. I'm surprised they even did this. I remember when this girl, I think it's a girl. I don't even know anymore, honestly. I think it's a girl. Either way, I remember people pulling for her a long time ago, like maybe a year or two ago, 2-3 years ago. Either way, people would pull for her and really want to go for her because she was very strong, and she still is. I would say this is a better option. Now, there are some other ones, you know, Alice is pretty good. I think Alice is in. Yeah, Alice is good. You can pick up Alice. Gaelic, like I mentioned, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I think simply this new promo code is currently the best promo code for new players. If you started your account, pick up Tuhanarak immediately if you can. Absolute GOAT character. When I finally get some time to start a new account from scratch and maybe stream it, maybe make some videos, I will absolutely be picking Tuhanarak and probably using one of the download links that I have and get the best start possible. Anyways, that's everything I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Destin signing out.